Welcome, Tristan. Hello.
Hi.
We're going to wait for some other students to come on in. Hello, Jacob. Hello, Cole. Hi, Enzo, Brady, Caitlin, Athens. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Miss Kitty.
Juliet, good morning. Afternoon.
Indoor.
Afternoon.
Can you hear her?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear her?
Good morning.
Good
You
morning,
can't
Miss
hear her?
Kitty.
I can't hear her.
Good morning. What about now? Can you hear me
Science?
now?
Her name is not Marlene.
Huh?
Hello, hello. I'm going to wait for more students to come in. Hi, Kareem. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Bo. Good morning, Bo. Good morning, Colton. This is writing skills. And now I thought the best way for you guys to learn, and me being your new teacher, best way for is listening. So when you guys are writing, you guys are going to be listening to a story. I want all of you guys to take out a blank sheet of paper, or it could be lined, but I would like a blank sheet of paper. Why, you ask? It's because we are going to be drawing what you hear. If you want to take out a lined piece of paper, you can write down some notes, but I really want you guys to draw and imagine what you hear. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if you say okay. All right, does everybody have a blank piece of paper? Give me a thumbs up. So this is gonna be my blank piece of paper right here. At the top, so if you guys are new, my name is Miss Katie. At the top, I'm not gonna be writing anything. Good morning, Rena. So we're getting out a blank piece of paper. You guys are going to be drawing. What are you gonna be drawing? You're gonna be listening, and what you listen to is what you're going to be writing or drawing. Hi, Farah. Hi, Athen. Good morning. Can I have everybody write their name in the right-hand chat? I want to see that everybody is here, and I'm going to write down everybody's name so I can start learning your names, okay? So everybody write your name in the chat. How you find the chat is you move your mouse or your cursor down, and then click where it says chat. It's a little box that's like this at the bottom to where it says mute, stop video, invite, manage, screen share, chat, and reaction and meeting. It's right next to chat, is right next to reaction. Good, Jacob. Good, Caitlin. Good, Juliet. Good, Athen. Nice to see all of you guys using the chat. Farah. Athen, so all you needed to do was write your name. Don't have any other conversations, please. Good job, Tristan. All right, so we're going to screen share my screen. Or actually, no, I'm gonna have you guys listen, because instead of screen sharing where there's gonna be images, I want you guys to make up your own images from just listening, okay? So everybody have a blank piece of paper up. First thing you're gonna write is the brave at the top. The brave. I want you guys to listen. You guys can write down by bulletin points what you guys are listening to, or you can write down, just pictures. You can individualize the pictures, say like this. The first thing that you hear first, then, or we'll say next, then, last. And then you're going to be drawing pictures inside what you see. Or if you want to write setting, characters, description, and point of view. There's multiple different things that you can do, or you can just have one big picture that you're going to draw. All right, so who's ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. All right, I'm gonna make sure all of you guys are mute. Please do not unmute because we are going to be listening to a story. So if you unmute yourself, you will be able to, students will be hearing you instead of the story. That'll distract them, okay? All right, if you have any questions, please chat me. Yes, Jacob. What is your question, Jacob? What's your question?
What is this class?
This is writing skills. So right now we're going to be listening and drawing a picture of what you hear. This is a skill for when you guys are going to go into your own story writing, that if you just close your eyes and listen to what it is, you're gonna hear description, okay? So I want you guys to draw the best that you can of what you're listening to. It's just a little fun thing, okay? Thought we'd start off the week this way. All right, are you guys ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. All right, Jacob, do you still have a question?
I still need to write.
Okay, you can still write. You're gonna be writing for the next few minutes. So you don't need to write my name, just the brave. First, next, then, and last. You're gonna be writing pictures in each of these categories, or you could just write a picture overall. Colton, let's see. All right, I'm going to start this, okay? So if you guys are ready.
Sheila Ray, the Brave by Kevin Henkes.
Hi, welcome to Living Books. I'm Sheila Ray. This is a story about, well, about me. If you want to have my story read to you, click here. Or if you want to come play inside my story, click over here. I really am. If you want to have my story, okay.
Sheila Ray wasn't afraid of anything.
I love spiders. Well, if you love it, then kiss it. Okay. She did it.
Okay, go that way. You're gonna have to go back.
She wasn't afraid of the dark.
Are you sleeping, Sheila? What? Ah! It's just the dark, Louise.
She wasn't afraid of thunder and lightning.
Did you see that, Louise? Cool.
All right, let me pause for right now. So you guys are not supposed to be listening or seeing anything. You're supposed to be just listening and drawing what you think you hear. You're not supposed to be seeing a picture. All you're supposed to see is me. Okay, so I see a lot of you said that you didn't understand that. So there is not going to be a picture for you guys to be looking at. You're going to be creating your own picture, okay? You're going to be listening and creating. Give me a thumbs up if you understand. Okay. If you have any questions, I'm answering questions in the chat, but if you don't, please listen, okay? And we will continue.
And she wasn't afraid of the big black dog at the end of the block.
Capone. Ba-dum ba ba-dum ba ba-dum ba-da-dum. Ba-dum ba ba-dum ba ba-dum ba-da-dum. Ba-dum ba.
Wrong song. Give it to me.
Pipes, a dog. It's rough being a dog. I work all day while kids can play. It's just not fair at all. I want respect. I know I'm not perfect.
Yeah. Why are you always in a doghouse?
I'm a dog.
Oh no, I can't watch.
All right, so I'm making it so all of you guys can see the screen.
Hey, Sheila Ray, could you get our ball? I'm busy. You get it. No way, I'm not going in there. I'm not going to get it. Don't look at me. You don't scare me. You let go. Get her, Capone. Wendell.
Hey, is he still down there? Yeah, he's still there.
This is Louise's teddy, not yours.
At dinner, Sheila Ray made believe that the cherries in her fruit cocktail were the eyes of dead bears, and she ate 5 of them.
Hey, Louise. You want one? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yummy. Hey, Louise. What? Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4 dead bear eyes. Precious purring dead bear eyes. Add one more and you have 5.
Sheila Ray?
Dead bear. 6, 7, 8, 9 dead bear eyes. Gooey, gooey dead bear eyes. Add one makes 10 to their tops.
Sheila Ray, that's enough.
Do I have to eat this?
They're just cherries.
Dead bear eyes. Ooh!
I think they're good. Mmm.
Oh, Teddy's hungry. There. Hey, Dad, what's that?
Huh?
Mmm.
Hmm? Hmm. Fruit cocktail used to be my favorite dessert. Mmm.
All right. So a few of you guys didn't understand quite what I was saying, and a few of you guys did. For those who were writing what they heard in the beginning, I want to see what you guys wrote. Raise your hand if you wrote something in the beginning and drew something before you guys could see. See, I see a few hands. Jason, did you draw anything? And if you want to unmute yourself, let's see. Kareem, did you draw anything?
No.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is, I'll just explain to you guys the point of this exercise. When you guys listen, you guys really eliminate all other things. So say if you see something, it takes away from your listening skills. So when I did two, I did one was at the beginning, which it was everybody was supposed to listen and think and see with their own memory or see with their own imaginary what was happening first, next, and last. There was two different stories that we read, or that was audio read. The second one, I let it so you guys were able to see, and then it's okay if you didn't get it. We're gonna practice again, but we'll do a different story. The next one I will read, and you guys will write what I'm reading, okay? You don't have to do first, then, next, last. That's just what I had on the board. But I'm going to read something after. So why don't we just skip to that? So right now I'm going to read something. If you guys want to flip the page over and start over, we are going to do that. Okay. So you guys are going to write what I read, okay? It's going to be short. You guys are just going to write what I read. Okay. What you hear is what you're writing. You're going to draw it in a picture. So if you guys want to just draw a big picture, you guys don't need to do this. This one is called Audrey's Dreams. So everybody write Audrey's Dream at the top. Audrey's Dream. Okay. It was a late summer afternoon. Sitting in the shade of not far from her friend, Sharon, Audrey looked through the book of her father and loaned her. The book was all about the world of dinosaurs. In the heat, Audrey felt sleepy. As she read, Audrey seemed to see real dinosaurs standing by the pond and drinking cool water. Even though her eyes were closing, Audrey seemed to hear the cry of the wild snake bird. A minute later, she was on the back of a dinosaur. She felt its warm neck as she held on tight. The dinosaur carried Audrey across the field and swamps and into the forest. Together, they traveled many miles towards the setting sun. At last, they ended up on a grassy plain. All was still. Audrey could hear nothing, but the dinosaur was listening for something that it could only hear. Then, in the distance, Audrey saw a shadow. A moment later, she saw a huge, fierce dinosaur she recognized from the book. The dinosaur she was riding began to run. Faster and faster, it ran across the plain. Looking behind her, Audrey saw huge teeth and claws getting closer and closer. Just then, she heard a loud thud. Audrey, wake up, she heard Sharon say. You fell asleep. What did your father say if he knew you left his book in the dirt? All right, so that was the book, or a little excerpt called Audrey's Dream. I'll give you guys a few minutes to finish your drawings and then we will go over them. All right, Reed, I see that you are done. Everybody else can continue. Do you want to share your picture with me and explain to me?
I drew the girl on top of a dinosaur.
Oh, let me see. Do you want to show the image? Oh, very good. What else do you think that you can add to her on top of the dinosaur? What else did you think you hear or what you heard?
Sharp teeth.
Sharp teeth, okay. Do you want to give me some more details of only things that you heard? Good job, very good. You can also color if you're done. Yes, Caitlin.
Can I share mine?
Yes, let me put you in big so everybody can see you. All right, there you go.
Hold on, something is wrong. Okay. So this is my first drawing.
Ooh, so what's the first one?
This one is the book that she was reading, and there's a dinosaur. And then in her dream, when she was sleeping, she felt the warm neck. When she was riding on the dinosaur, when she was holding on to the dinosaur.
Very good, yeah. So do you remember her name?
Audrey.
Audrey, right. So her dad, she took the book, she got the book from her dad, and she read the book, right? But then she fell asleep. So you read the first thing, which is before and after. Good, very good. So first and second. Anyone else want to raise their hands? Let's see, I see a few still writing. Let's have Jason. If you want to unmute yourself, good.
Okay, so I'm actually going to share the two stories. Okay, here's the first. I did it all together. So it kind of looks weird because of this. And there's something in the back.
Oh, very good. So there's how many dinosaurs are there?
Up here. And this was the second story.
Good, very good. What did you draw? Can you verbally tell me what it was?
Don't know how to explain.
Okay, good. Does anybody else want to share theirs? Did anybody else draw anything? Jacob, did you draw anything? Let me see your drawing. No, you didn't? Okay, you can go, you can wait for the next one. Did anybody else draw? Who remembers what happens first when Audrey fell asleep? Did anybody draw what happened first? Yes, Caitlin.
That her dad had a dinosaur book and she took it. She, I think, was reading, and then she fell asleep and she was dreaming about it. Mm-hmm. And then in her dream, she felt like she was riding on the back of a dinosaur and feeling their warm neck.
Right.
Because
Exactly.
she had to hold on, not fall off.
Exactly. That was word for word. She felt their warm neck and she held on tight. Where were they going? Does anybody remember where they were going?
They're going to the forest, and then they saw big sharp teeth, and I think it was another dinosaur or...
They were going to the forest. Where else? They went through the forest. They went through, what else? There was 3 things. Fields.
The pond, and...
Swamps. Good. Swamps, field, and forests. Where did they travel? So they traveled miles. Where were they going towards?
They're going towards the forest, and then...
Through the forest, they went through the swamps, they went through the fields, and they were going for something that was setting. What was setting? What did I just draw? Do you see the board?
Sun.
They were going straight to the setting sun. So that means they're going to the water where the sun sets. Good. So where did they end up? If once they went through all of that, where did they end up? Because they were going many miles towards the setting sun. But where did they end up? It's green and it grows like this.
Grass.
Yeah, the grassy plains. This is when she heard something, right?
Yes.
What did she hear?
I think she heard that,
Can somebody else help Caitlin out? What did she hear? This is a trick question. Yes, Sarah, what did she hear?
she heard her friend, saying, wake up.
She heard something? No, she didn't hear anything. That was an ear that I tried to draw. She didn't hear anything. What did she hear? She heard nothing, but she noticed that the dinosaur heard something. Because dinosaurs have different hearing, right, than humans do. So the dinosaur heard something, and Audrey couldn't hear anything. What was it?
You are my loving.
Yes, Caitlin.
It was a dinosaur.
It was a dinosaur. Right. It was another dinosaur. What was happening?
She was running towards Audrey's dinosaur and Audrey, and then it had big sharp teeth, and then Audrey's dinosaur was running away from it, and then her friend woke her up.
Right, her friend woke her up, so it was all a dream. But the story was building because the dinosaur, all of a sudden she hears this dinosaur, and she sees the dinosaur coming closer and closer to the shadow, and thud, and the dinosaur is running away, and she's going like, oh my goodness, in her dream. But then she wakes up, and it's her friend.
I will.
All right. Am I frozen? Does anybody see me, or am I frozen?
Hi, Tommy.
Give me a thumbs up if I'm not frozen.
Hello.
Can everybody give me a thumbs up if I'm not frozen?
Alright, so can I just
We're gonna go on to the next. Who else wrote? Can somebody else write to me their pitch?
It's so hard to be in your classes because
I'll just come.
What else? So I see a few parents. So everybody's giving me a thumbs up besides one student. If I am glitching or if I'm frozen, that means you might have to have better Wi-Fi or connection. Because everybody's giving me a thumbs up. All right, good. So whose point of view was the story from? Does anybody know what that means?
What is it? What she asked?
Whose point of view was this story from? And does anybody know what that means?
Can you repeat that question for us?
Whose point of view was the story from? And does anybody know what that means? If you know what point of view, raise your hand.
No.
All right, the point of view. I see one hand raised. Bradley. Do you know what point of view is? Are you raising your hand, Bradley? It's okay if you don't. I'll go over it. I just saw your hand raised. Does anybody know? I'm giving everybody a chance. No? Okay. The point of view is who is telling the story? Who is being the narrator of the story? Let me read the first line. Everybody listen. Okay, I'm going to mute everybody so everybody can hear me. It was a late summer afternoon. Sitting in the shade not far from her friend Sharon, Audrey looked through the book of her father and that her father loaned her. The book was all about the world of dinosaurs. In the heat, Audrey fell asleep. Yes, let's go with Bo.
Audrey.
Audrey's point of view, right. She is the one who's telling the story about herself, which is about her dream, which is Audrey's point of view. Good. Now, if it was, say, her friend's point of view, do you think her friend would know exactly her dream? No, her friend would have a completely different point of view, which would be a completely different story. Right, so it's really important to establish this point of view at the beginning of your writing. What else did I say at the beginning? Let me repeat. Can somebody else think of what I'm saying at the beginning? It was a late summer afternoon. Sitting in the shade, not far from her friend, Sharon, Audrey looked through the book that she took from her father, or loaned from her father. The book was all about the world of dinosaurs. In the heat, Audrey fell asleep. What else did I say? So I explained whose point of view it was. What else? Yes, Bo.
She went asleep.
She went asleep, so she kind of gave a description of what was going on. Yes, but a little different. Can anybody else raise their hand or give me what else happened in that beginning? Yes, Juliet.
Yeah.
Let me begin. It was a late summer afternoon. That sentence right there, what is that called?
It was a late afternoon.
So, if you guys drew a picture of a sun, it's sunny, it explains that it was setting. If it was so afternoon, maybe the sun is setting. So, this is midday, in the afternoon. Good. Summertime. If you guys drew summer, everybody's pictures for summer. So if you wrote the word summer, that is completely fine. Or if you drew what you thought was summer. Good. So she fell asleep in the heat. So if you and underneath the hot sun. Good. Let me see one more person's. One more hand. I want to see one more of your pictures.
Did you draw anything from that story?
Yeah. I do not know why.
And so, let me see your story.
I don't know why I'm hungry.
Your picture board. Let me see your picture board, Enzo. Whoa, very good. Lift it up a little bit for me. All right, so we have a not a dragon, sorry, a dinosaur. Is she riding the dinosaur?
Mm-hmm.
Is there 2 dinosaurs? Or
Well,
is there just one?
the first one, this one, well, it's basically, so the first one when she's riding the dinosaur. And the second one.
Time to fix it.
Yeah, you watch with them.
Good, very
Stop crying
good.
like a baby.
Thank you for sharing, Enzo.
You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing. All right, I'm going to read one more, okay? I want you guys to write what you were listening, okay? Write what you were listening to.
I finished my story.
You finished your story. Good job. I'm going to read one more. You guys are writing a picture, or you can write some words of what you are listening to, okay? It's just a little exercise to start off our class. Okay, it's called Race to the Pole. I am going to mute everybody so you guys can only hear me. You guys are drawing pictures of the setting, of the point of view, who's going to be the point of view. You're also, if you want to write times, you can write any times, but pretty much what you're listening to. There's no incorrect answers, okay? Give me a thumbs up if you understand. At the end, you are allowed to color as well. All right.
It's all about drawing and drawing. It's not writing.
All right. So I'm going to mute everybody so I can continue. The race to the North Pole. In the far north, a group of men struggled against icy wind. It was 60 degrees below zero. It was so cold that frostbite could occur in minutes. The explorer wore thick fur, parkas, gloves, and boots to protect themselves against the cold. Robert Peary and Matthew Henson would not give up. They wanted to be the first explorers to reach the North Pole. In 1909, not one had ever been to the North Pole. You guys are all writing and drawing. No one's ever been to the North Pole. People believed it was somewhere in the Arctic Ocean, at the very top of the world. That far north is the light for 6 months and dark for 6 months. The explorers could not cross the ice in the dark, but if they waited too long to leave, the summer sun would melt the ice before they could cross it, coming back. The Arctic Ocean, this far north, also contains a great chunk of ice. The men had to cut through the ice to move on. They carried their supplies on long sleds pulled by the team of dogs. The dogs had to be fed, which meant they had to be carried a lot, so that meant the men had to carry a lot of food. The pull of the moon's gravity at the moment of Earth often cracked the ice in the Arctic. This creates lanes of waters called leads, which can split open at any time, plunging the explorers into the freezing water. So the team must always be prepared to get out of the water and change clothes quickly. If they did not get dry quick enough, they could freeze in minutes. Peary and Henson had tried to reach the North Pole twice before. Both times they had been beaten by the freezing winds, the huge blocks of ice, and starvation. Could they make it this time? They would not have another chance. I'll let you guys finish drawing what you just heard. And I want you guys to give an ending to that story. This I want you to write at the very bottom, okay? So you're drawing what you just heard. and writing an ending to the story. All right, for those who are done, Jason, I want to see your drawing. Did you write an end to the story? Because it did not leave off with an ending. Can you come up with an ending to the story and write it down or draw it? Yes, Jason.
I didn't really finish it.
Okay, that's fine. If you didn't finish it, why don't you take right now? We still have a few more minutes of class. So we are drawing what you wrote or what you heard, and you are going to finish the sentence or the story with a sentence or two. Good. See those, keep drawing. Reed, would you like to show us your image?
No one has ever been to the North Pole.
No one's ever been to the North Pole. Good. Did you write an ending to this story, which was that what it was? No one's ever gone?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So that means that they didn't. Okay. I like that. Does anybody else have an alternate ending that they did? All right, Juliet, do you want to unmute yourself?
What my ending was that the dogs were getting tired and the sled broke down, but they noticed that they're at the destination.
Good. So that's a very good ending to the story. It's different. The dogs. Right. So Athens, you have to just write the ending of the story. You're drawing what you were listening to, but you just have to write the Julia, let me see your picture of the story.
Okay. Oh, let me find the page. I found it. Okay. So these are the blocks of ice. Okay. These are the blocks of ice right here. And the sun's trying to melt it. So they had to come on the sled right here. The little sled. But they had to take like different sleds because these sleds are tiny.
Okay.
Like
do you want to show us the picture? Good.
This tiny of a sled. So they had to take a lot. But there was a big sled, and so they had the dogs trying, and the food like here. Oh.
Good. Good. Does anybody else want to show off? Oh, good. Do you want to finish off? Anybody? Bo, did you draw? Bo, let me see yours. Would you like to show me yours? Ooh, very good. And you're gonna color it too. Very good. Do you want to explain it to me, the ending?
Tell it what's happening at the end of your story, buddy. What do you think is going to be, how it's going to finish?
Mama,
Talk to her, darling. She's waiting for you.
So, Bo, so for the story going to the North Pole, I saw that was a great drawing. Did you do an alternate ending? So far we had that they never went. We have that the dogs got hungry and wanted to go and they got tired. So something with the dogs. What about you? What did you draw for your ending? Or what do you want the ending to be?
Do you have an idea what you want the ending to be?
The ice cracked and the dogs went into the water.
Oh, very good. That's a great ending. The ice cracked. Good. Good memory with remembering that scene. Okay, let me reread that so other students can remember. The Arctic Ocean, this far north, also contains great chunks of ice. The men had to cut through the ice to move on. They carried their supplies on sledges, long sleds pulled by teams of dogs, and the dogs had to be fed too, which meant they had to carry a lot. The pull of the moon's gravity and the movement of the Earth often cracked the ice of the Arctic. This creates lanes of waters called leads, which can split open at any time, plunging the explorers into the freezing water. Very good. All right, for those of you who did not get to show, would you like to show? Yes, Tristan. Can you unmute for me, Tristan? Good job, Bo.
Okay.
Ooh, good job. I love it. Do you want to tell me? Yes.
Tell me about it.
So the penguin and the polar bear were friends, and these two men follow them, and they want to have them for pets, and then something cracked it, and they thought it was like ice, but it was almost like it, but it was avalanche.
An avalanche. Wow. Very good ending, all of you guys, with your stories. Do you want to continue?
That was awesome, bud.
Good job, you guys. Give everybody a pat on the back. Very good, very good. Different alternate endings. Very good listening skills. That is the listening skills I want to see from you guys from this class moving forward. Good job, everybody. If you have any questions, you guys can stay. The rest can go. If you have a question, you are able to stay. So for those parents who had any questions.
Okay, bye.
Bye to those who don't have any questions. If you don't have any
Bye,
questions.
Enzo. Bye. Bye, Enzo. Bye.
Bye.